Now at 6, a nuclear power plant might soon be on its way to southeast Kansas. Plus, a new Missouri law places age restrictions on adult content on the internet. And Fort Scott prepares for another Christmas on the Bricks celebration.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A first-of-its-kind nuclear reactor could be coming to Parsons, Kansas. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Deep Fission, a company that makes small, advanced nuclear reactors, has chosen the Great Plains Industrial Park location in Parsons, Kansas, to build a test version of its new underground reactor. According to the company, the reactor is unique because it'll be placed a mile underground, using the earth itself for safety and protection. Deep Fission will hold a groundbreaking ceremony on December 9th, next week. And pending the Department of Energy's authorization, the company aims to finish construction of its first reactor by this coming July 4th. If the test goes well, they plan to build a larger, full-scale project at the same site. Missouri law that's gone into effect regulates adult websites. Missouri's new age verification rule for adult websites is now in effect, requiring users to prove they're 18 or older before accessing explicit content. Supporters say the change is aimed at keeping minors from viewing material that would affect their mental and emotional development. Some parents tell us the rule is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't replace the need for monitoring at the home.
Early viewing of pornography or adult content can lead to increased levels of mental health or increased development of mental health issues, depression, anxiety, that type of stuff. And again, it just changes the shape of how people view relationships and what they're supposed to look like.
If a site does not comply with the new rule, lawsuits can be filed for civil liability with damages of up to $10,000 per violation. Meteorologist Austin Stance joins us live from Joplin 7th Street Walmart, where the Red Kettle Media Challenge is underway. Austin.
Hey Dow, yeah, we're joining the Salvation Army out here where they're doing the most good, taking from donations for those in need. And those of you that don't know, I have 4 boys at home. This is one of them, Logan, who asked if he could come out today and be part of that donation process. So let's go donate this over there, okay? Take this $1. Here we go. And let's go ahead and go over here and donate this. Go ahead and put it right in that bucket right there, buddy. Great job. All right, and what everybody wants to know,
thank you very much.
What does donating mean to you?
It makes me happy and have a great Christmas.
It sure does. Thank you so much for that, pal. All right, come on, let's get a check of that weather real quick. We're looking at temperatures out here. It's chilly right now. We're seeing temperatures right around 30 degrees here in Joplin. And we're going to continue to see temperatures falling this evening. Hey, there's a quick look at the 10-day. Wasn't supposed to be that fast, but coming up, we're going to talk about how we're going to get to these conditions and what you can expect coming up in your forecast.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks. Area Christmas tree farms are gearing up to sell to families all across the 4 states. Real Christmas trees can be safe to put in your home as long as you follow correct procedures. The Johnson Family Farm in Webb City says that harvesting a real tree helps families create Christmas memories. The farm is open during the weekend, possibly with special guests from the North Pole. We're going to have more on this story coming up on this weekend on KOAM News. The Fort Scott community is gearing up for its 3rd annual Christmas on the Bricks Festival. The event officially kicks off tonight with a parade, followed by festival activities through the weekend. Organizers say planning a celebration of this size takes months, with a dedicated team working to bring everything together. This year's festival introduces a country Christmas concert at the Liberty Theater tomorrow night, along with returning carriage rides and a brand new hay climb near the downtown skating park.
Atmosphere downtown is just going to be where small town meets holiday magic, and you'll find a lot of characters walking around downtown, so opportunity for some great photo ops and pictures with Santa and the Grinch and the holiday market booths and a lot of free activities as well throughout the weekend.
Again, that festival runs now through Sunday in downtown Fort Scott. For the 4th straight year, MSSU held their Holiday Happenings event. Among the day's festivities was the Holiday Makers Market Craft Fair. 34 vendors from all across the community participated and had the opportunity to sell various crafts, clothing, and accessories to the university's students and staff.
Always hear back from our vendors that they love this event. They get great business from it as well. They're always asking when we're going to have these, if they're going to do one in the spring. So they love to come out and be a part of campus. And then our students, our community members love our holiday happenings event. Just a really fun time.
Other activities taking place throughout the day included food trucks, a tree lighting, and an appearance from Santa. That guy gets around. The Fairland Owls set their sights on an Oklahoma State title. Sports director Ryan Blanks can have a preview of their semifinal matchup coming up later in sports. But up first, the Salvation Army bell ringing challenge still underway. We're going to talk to one of the organizers when we return. Meteorologist Austin Stans joins us live again from Joplin's 7th Street Walmart, where that Red Kettle Media Challenge is still underway.
Hey, Dow, thank you. I'm joined by Captain Deb, who is one of the organizers here for this wonderful organization that does great things for the community. Captain Deb, can you tell me how you originally got involved with this organization and what it means to you?
Yeah, we actually got involved during the bell ringing season. My husband was a route driver bringing bell ringers around on their route. He rang bells himself. And we just started ministry with the Salvation Army, and now they send us out around the United States. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful that volunteers come out to do this, and it goes to families in need during the holiday season. And what can you tell us more about how this process happens, and where those funds go and how it's given out to those families?
Yeah, so these funds raised during bell ringing season help us year round. Need has no season, and it helps us with rental and utility assistance. We have a feeding program where we serve over 43,000 hot meals every year right in Joplin. So it really helps sustain our programs throughout the year.
Absolutely. And how can volunteers get involved?
You can go to registertoring.com. Right now we're doing a promotion for our volunteers. If you do a 4-hour shift, you can be put in a drawing for Ring for Bling, we're calling it. We have some jewelry, we have some Chiefs jerseys, and by volunteering you can be put in the drawing for those items.
That's so wonderful. Well, definitely come out, join us here.
Yes.
Captain Deb and I are out here. The volunteers are out here taking donations tonight. It goes to a wonderful cause, as you just heard, and we'll continue to be out here for a few more hours as well. And again, this is going to such a wonderful cause, so come out and join us. While I know it's chilly, it'll make you feel warm.
Well put. Thanks. Try to stay warm out there anyway. Thanks, Austin. Austin's going to return next with a complete look at the forecast, and a little bit later, the Hoops and Halos Classic tips off in Colgan. Ryan's going to have highlights from day one.
Well, it is a chilly evening out here at the Walmart on 7th Street. We are part of the Red Kettle Media Challenge with the Salvation Army, who is doing the most good, taking donations for those families in need during this holiday season. And while I mentioned it is cool out here right now, but in clear outside as well, we saw a lot of that cloud cover pass earlier today. Let's take a look at some of those current temperatures and what things are looking like around the region right now. Temperatures 29 in Joplin, 30 in Pittsburgh, 27 Parsons. Notice those winds coming out of the northeast. You'll even start to see those purple shades indicating those cooler temperatures. That's going to continue as we head throughout the evening tonight. Now here we take a look at our Skywatch storm tracker. This shows us the cloud cover that was through this morning has since moved out of the area. Clear conditions tonight. Actually a full moon tonight. So if you're a stargazer, going to be a perfect opportunity for that. Let's talk about your future track and what you can expect for the rest of this evening as we head through the 6 o'clock hour. Maybe just a passing cloud or two. Temperatures in the 30s there as we head lower 30s into the 20s as we head into that 7 and 8 o'clock hour tonight. But what it's going to feel like overnight tonight, well, that's a different story. Take a look by 10 o'clock. Temperatures are going to feel like they're in the mid-20s across much of the region, dropping into the teens as we head into the overnight. Now, take a look here. 19 degrees in 15 degrees in Fort Scott, 15 in Iola, 19 in Webb City as we head throughout the evening. Now taking a look at our downtown Joplin camera provided by the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Some smooth traffic out there, some Christmas lights, definitely making it feel festive while we are seeing these cooler temperatures. As I mentioned, those temperatures tonight going to fall to right around 23 degrees, just a cloud or two passing overnight. But tomorrow is looking pretty pleasant out there. 48 degrees, mostly sunny. By noon, we're already at 42 degrees. Plenty of sunshine out tomorrow. So while it will be cool, it'll feel pretty nice in the sun. Now, as we take a look at our rain chances, we're not expecting too much precipitation throughout the week. We're going to remain fairly dry. Our one chance to see maybe some scattered rainfall going to be on Saturday. Let's take a moment to time some of that out for you. Saturday, here we are by the noon hour, things fairly clear. Temperatures going to be headed up to the 50s. Those winds are coming out of the south. As we make our way into the afternoon, though, we'll see that moisture begin to increase as those southerly winds bring in that moisture. And then we see temperatures again in the 50s by 4 o'clock. Cloud cover starting to blanket the region by 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. There we see a scattered shower or two between Fort Scott and Iola there as that passes through. But again, not expecting anything widespread as we head throughout the evening on Saturday into Sunday morning. Now, we will notice that clouds do start to scatter out on your Sunday. Partly cloudy skies Sunday, but another wonderful day. But temperatures going to be a little bit cooler for your Sunday. Taking a look at your 10-day forecast and what you can expect. Some PM showers, possible evening showers on Saturday, but by Monday, take a look. 48 degrees. Then the temperature trend continues upward. 55 by Tuesday, 59 on Wednesday. And by Thursday, we're looking at 61 degrees. We could be right around 15 degrees above average, Dow.
All right, I know our participation in this campaign ends at 7 there at 7th Street in Joplin and also on North Broadway in Pittsburgh, both Walmarts. We'll see an awful lot of people rush out in the next 30 minutes if they can. Austin, thank you so much. Still ahead is the first annual Hoops for Halos Classic at St. Mary's Colgan. We're going to have highlights from the opening matchup. And the Fairland Owls football squad is back in the state semifinals. We're going to hear from the team coming up in sports.
Hearing and speech. You don't have to learn to live with your dizziness.
It's an exciting week for a trio of football teams in our area, with Seneca and Carthage playing for state championships on Friday. But in the Sooner State, the Fairland Owls are making a long-awaited return to the state semifinals this week. And this season has been a historic one for the Owls. After winning only 3 games last year, Fairland has their first 10-win season in over 2 decades and is making their first state semifinals appearance since 1971. For this Owls team, it all started over the summer with a determined group that knew they could make a run.
This is a player-led team. They hold each other accountable. I don't have to do a lot of raising my voice, chewing on them. You know, they're motivated and they push each other really hard. They committed to each other. They worked their tails off in the summer in the weight room. And then a lot of these guys have played football a long time together.
Just a lot of hard work and commitment, just showing up every day and putting in the work. That's just been the main thing. We were in the weight room all summer working hard, and last year was a tough year for us, and it just made us hungrier for this year. It just made us want it more. And we knew it was our last year, and if we worked hard, we could be right here. We could be in the Final Four and contend for a state championship.
Fairland has proven to be a complete team throughout the season, with an offense that lights up the scoreboard on Friday nights. But their identity lies on the defensive side of the ball, setting the tone early in games with a physical, defense-first mentality.
To win a state championship comes through the defensive side of the ball. You know, we're averaging over 42 points a game, and we're holding teams to 12 points a game. So our focus is still on defense. We want to limit possessions, we want to have takeaways, and eliminate big plays. We've won a lot of coin flips, and we've deferred, and they've embraced kicking off and playing defense first and setting the tone of the game, because that's where you start. You know, offense, you get to kind of get a feel for the game, but defense is where you get to go set the tone and you let your opponents, hey, I'm here to play.
You always got your defense to pick you up. It's easy to score a lot of points, especially whenever your defense isn't letting nothing up. You just get to go out there and play free, and we're really physical on the defensive end, so it's been a fun year.
I love it. I love defense. I like coming out and setting the tone, hitting them in the mouth. You know, if you come out and stop them, it sets the tone.
On Friday, the Owls look to punch their ticket to the state title game for the first time in over 50 years as they battle top-seeded Tallahena. Kickoff at 7 p.m. from Tate Field in Beggs. A wild week of basketball action in the 4 states continues with the first annual Hoops and Halos Classic getting underway this afternoon at the home of the Colgan Panthers. The Panthers boys team opening the tournament against St. Michael. Early on, it was Colgan senior Jaden Brown leading the way offensively, hitting a fadeaway and changing that up and now cashing a 3 from deep for an early lead. But here comes the Guardians. James Wilson kicks it to Josh Wheeler in the corner and he buries the triple plus a foul as St. Michael goes on a run to take the lead. Final seconds of the first. Brady Crossland with the give and go to Brock Radell, who finds Crossland open, and the senior guard connects from 3-point range as the buzzer sounds, but St. Michael takes down Colgan 74-69 the final. That's it for sports. We're back with more after the break.
State hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Earlier, we told you about a new law in Missouri that would age restrict access to adult content websites. We're going to have more on this story, including some parents' reactions. Plus, Recovery Court in Pittsburgh celebrates some recent graduates. And the holiday tree trail in Mercy Park lights up once again in the city of Joplin. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Charlie 22 is a nonprofit organization that helps area veterans with anything they might need. Their mission stems from addressing the real crisis of veteran suicide. The organization uses interaction and various activities like hunting or camping trips to help bring a sense of community to veterans. That sense of community is essential to the mental health of those vets.
There's somebody here to help me. I don't care what my age is. If I feel down or if I feel pressured, I might see a clip on YouTube of some war thing and just almost break down. You know, it's just, if I got that in my pocket, I know I got somebody I can call.
People who have never served can also help out with Charlie 22 with donations or volunteering. We're going to have more on this story on tonight's Doing Good segment on KOAM News at 9 and 10. All right, let's check back in with meteorologist Austin Stantz, trying to stay warm. He's at Joplin 7th Street Walmart for the Red Kettle Media Challenge. Hi, Austin.
Hey, Dow. Yeah, it is chilly out here, but, you know, doing good for others always brings a little bit of warmth to you as well. So while it may be chilly tonight, around 23 degrees overnight tonight, we're going to expect those temperatures back up for tomorrow. Taking a look at your 10-day forecast, 48. Possible scattered shower, isolated shower, I should say, on Saturday. Not expecting any widespread rainfall by any means there. Temperatures back down on Sunday to 40 degrees. But into next week, though, we see a trend that I can tell you that I like. I'm happy with this. 48 Monday, 55 on Tuesday, 59 on Wednesday, and Dow 61 on Thursday. So things are looking up for us as we're taking a look at some of those warmer temperatures into next week. I'll be waiting for that.
Absolutely. And we'll point out that a number of people from the TV station have been out manning the kettles at both that Walmart at 7th Street in Joplin and at the one on North Broadway in Pittsburgh throughout the day. We're going to be there only until 7 tonight, kind of competing with the other TV stations, although in the long run, of course, everybody wins. So, Austin, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.